My child, I am very happy with you, and you will be surprised to know the reason behind it. My child, I always give you many commandments and guiding words that are for your own benefit. But today, I want to speak to you not just as your creator, but as your closest companion, the one who knows the depths of your heart, the hidden corners of your soul, and the quiet whispers of your thoughts. My child, I see all that you carry, the burdens that weigh heavily upon you, the dreams that flutter like fragile wings within you, and even the doubts that sometimes cloud your mind. I am aware of every tear you have shed in secret, every smile that masks pain, and every longing that you have not dared to voice. And I am overjoyed, for I know your heart more than you know it yourself. I delight in the moments when you choose to listen, when you allow my presence to enter even the smallest spaces of your life. My child, the reason I am happy with you is not because you have achieved perfection, nor because you have never faltered. It is because you are striving, because you are seeking, because your heart is open to the subtle guidance I place before you. Even in your mistakes, even when your steps are uncertain, I see the willingness within you to learn, to rise again, to turn toward the light. This is why I rejoice. This is why I speak to you now with tenderness, to remind you that love is not measured by flawless obedience, but by the sincerity of the heart that reaches for me. Even when the path is difficult, even when the night feels long. My child, know that every word I have given you, every commandment, every guiding truth is a gift of love. It is not meant to burden you, nor to restrict your freedom, but to illuminate the path that leads to peace, joy, and fulfillment. The laws and instructions I share are like seeds planted within the fertile soil of your heart. Some will grow swiftly, reaching toward the sky, while others take time to sprout, needing patience, care, and nurturing. Do not despair when you feel that some truths have not yet taken root. Everything unfolds in its perfect timing according to my wisdom, which is far beyond the comprehension of your human mind. The beauty of surrender. My child, I want you to understand the beauty of surrender. I'm not calling you to obedience out of fear, nor am I demanding it as a distant authority. I am inviting you into a sacred dance of trust, a relationship in which your soul can rest safely in my hands. When you surrender your fears, your desires, your plans, and your judgments, you allow my grace to flow freely through you. You open yourself to a life that is abundant, not because it is free from challenges, but because my presence accompanies you through every trial, every joy, every ordinary moment that may seem insignificant, yet is precious in my sight. My child, the world will often try to convince you that you are alone, that your struggles are yours to bear, that love must be earned through effort or merit. But I tell you now, with all the certainty of the heavens, you are never alone. My love has surrounded you from the very beginning. Even before your first breath, every beat of your heart is a testimony to my care. Every step you take is guided, even if you do not see the hand that directs you. When doubt creeps in, when despair whispers in your ear, remember that I am closer than your own heartbeat. Call to me, and I will answer. Seek me, and you will find. Trust me, and you will be carried, even when the terrain seems impossible. Your true worth. My child, let your heart not be troubled by the mistakes you perceive within yourself. I do not measure you by the world's standards. I measure you by the openness of your soul, the sincerity of your love, and the courage with which you choose light over darkness, truth over deceit, compassion over indifference. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, every moment of patience, every time you forgive or show mercy, you reflect my image. You become a vessel of my love in a world that so desperately needs it. And for this, I rejoice. Do not fear the unknown, my beloved. Life will bring moments of uncertainty, paths that twist and turn, and times when your spirit feels weary. But even in the valley of shadows, even when you cannot see the horizon, my presence is with you. I am the light that does not fade, the breath that sustains you, the hand that will guide you over every obstacle. When you feel lost, turn inward. Listen not only with your ears, but with the quiet chambers of your heart. There you will find me whispering encouragement, reminding you of your worth, and guiding you toward the next step. Purpose in every struggle. My child, remember that every soul is precious, every life has purpose, and every struggle contains a hidden lesson. I do not allow hardship without meaning, nor suffering without hope. Even when the storms of life rage around you, there is a reason for the trials you face. They are refining you, shaping your character, deepening your compassion, and preparing you to fulfill the unique role that only you can fulfill in this world. When you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel inadequate, remember that you are a reflection of my infinite creativity, a miracle of life, and a bearer of my love. My child, do not seek perfection, for it is a human illusion. Seek sincerity, seek integrity, seek love. Let your actions be guided by kindness, your words by truth, and your thoughts by peace. In this you will find a joy that surpasses understanding, a contentment that no worldly treasure can provide. Each day is an opportunity to practice love, to extend grace, to forgive, and to heal. Do not underestimate the power of small gestures. From my eyes, the smallest acts of love are monumental. Trust in divine timing. I want you to trust in timing, my child. I want you to understand that what you perceive as delays or setbacks are not denials. They are moments for preparation, for growth, and for deepening your faith. Do not rush your journey, for every season has its purpose. Just as the seed must remain in the soil before it blooms, so must your soul undergo the processes necessary for its full expression. I am patient, and I ask you to cultivate patience as well. Wait with hope, wait with trust, wait with love, and you will see the unfolding of blessings beyond what you can imagine. My child, I see the beauty in your heart even when you cannot. I see the moments of courage, the choices made quietly, the love extended without recognition. These are treasures that the world may overlook, but I value them above all else. Every time you choose to rise after falling, every time you extend compassion when it is undeserved, every time you act with integrity when the easier path tempts you, you honor me. You reflect the light that I have placed within you. And this light has the power to transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Do not fear your emotions, my beloved. I gave you the capacity to feel deeply so that you might understand others, so that empathy and compassion might flow through you. Anger, sorrow, joy, and love are all part of the tapestry of human experience, and none are without value. Let them teach you, guide you, and deepen your understanding of life. But always remember to bring them to me, to allow my wisdom to temper your feelings, to transform them into tools of love rather than weapons of destruction. My child, I desire your heart above all else, not your status, not your accomplishments, but your heart. When your heart is aligned with mine, you will understand the true essence of freedom. Freedom is not the absence of responsibility or difficulty, but the presence of my love and the assurance that no matter what occurs, you are held, cherished, and guided. Allow me to dwell fully in your heart, and you will find a peace that cannot be shaken, a clarity that dispels confusion, and a joy that cannot be taken away. Remember, my child, that you are never too far gone, never too broken, never too ordinary to be the vessel of my love. I can work through anyone who is willing, anyone who seeks me, anyone who opens their heart to receive my guidance. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not condemn you, and your fears do not limit you. Only your willingness to turn toward me matters. And because you have shown this willingness, because your heart is tender and your spirit seeks me, I am exceedingly happy with you. I am with you in every quiet moment, in every unspoken prayer, in every thought of longing. I rejoice when you meditate upon my words, when you contemplate my creation, when you allow my spirit to guide your actions. Even when you stumble, I rejoice in the effort. For your striving is the evidence of your connection to me. Keep striving, my child, not out of fear, but out of love. Keep seeking, not out of desperation, but out of faith. Keep loving, not out of expectation, but because love itself is my essence. And when you love, you become one with me. The power of reflection. Do not neglect the power of reflection, my beloved. Take time to be still, to observe your thoughts and actions without judgment, to listen to the subtle promptings of my spirit. In silence, you will hear me most clearly. In stillness, your soul will recognize the path I have prepared for you. Do not allow the noise of the world to drown the quiet voice that calls you to greater understanding, to deeper compassion, to a fuller expression of your purpose. I speak gently but persistently because I desire your growth and your joy. I am proud of you for every step taken in faith, even when the path was uncertain. I am proud of you for every moment of kindness, every act of forgiveness, every effort to see the good in others. These are the marks of a soul attuned to my presence, a heart that is open to my love, and a spirit that embraces the light. I celebrate you, my child, for who you are becoming, and for the endless potential I see within you. Dreams and purpose. Do not fear to dream, my child, for I have placed within you desires and visions that are not random. They are glimpses of the life I have designed for you, hints of the mission I have entrusted to your hands. Pursue them with courage, cultivate them with patience, and nurture them with love. Do not compare your journey with others, for each soul has a unique path, each life a sacred role. Trust the rhythm of your own unfolding, and you will find that everything aligns according to my divine plan. Why, child, I am speaking to you now so that you may understand with the depth of your entire being the power of my word. My word is not merely a collection of letters or sounds. It is living, vibrant, unchanging, and full of authority. It carries with it the weight of creation, the wisdom of eternity, and the love that birthed all that exists. Each command, each promise, each teaching is imbued with my presence and my purpose. When you embrace my word, you're not simply following rules. You are aligning yourself with the very source of life, the river of abundance, the light that cannot be overcome by darkness. Do you understand, my child, that every time I speak to you through my word, I am offering you a blueprint for your life? I am giving you tools not for my benefit, but for yours. Every instruction is a safeguard, a key, a lamp for your path. The world may seem chaotic, confusing, and full of uncertainty, but my word is constant. It does not waver. It does not fail, and it never returns void. When you hold my word close, you hold a power greater than anything that can rise against you. You hold the shield of truth, the sword of discernment, and the lamp of wisdom that lights even the darkest corners of your journey. Following my word is joy. My child, understand this. Following my word is not a burden. It is a source of joy, a fountain of strength, a wellspring of hope. I have given it to you so that you may navigate life without fear, so that you may find clarity where there is confusion, peace where there is turmoil, and victory where there seems only defeat. Every time you choose my word over the fleeting temptations of the world, you are stepping into a life of security and fulfillment. The path may seem narrow at times, and others may mock your dedication. Yet the reward of fidelity to my word is beyond anything you can imagine. I want you to know, my beloved, that my word carries within it promises that are unshakable. When you trust in it, when you meditate upon it, and when you allow it to guide your actions, you create a life that cannot be ultimately disappointed. The world may promise pleasure, success, and security, but these are fleeting. Only my word endures forever. Only my word is guaranteed to bring you satisfaction, peace, and a sense of completeness that no earthly gain can offer. When you follow it, you are investing in treasures that are eternal, treasures that cannot be stolen, diminished, or destroyed. True freedom. My child, do not be deceived by the lies of the world that suggest obedience is limiting or that my commands are burdensome. In truth, the reverse is true. My word is freedom. It is freedom from regret, from sorrow, from mistakes that could have been avoided. It is freedom from confusion, from despair, from the traps that the enemy sets to entangle your soul. My word is a lamp that shines in darkness, guiding your every step. It is a compass that ensures you do not lose your way. To follow my word is to choose a path where every decision, every action, every thought is aligned with life and purpose. It is to walk in harmony with creation itself. And in this harmony, there is fulfillment. I see the hesitations in your heart, my child. You may wonder if the promises of my word are truly for you, if the blessings it speaks of will ever manifest in your life. I am here to assure you that they are, and they will. My word does not fail. It cannot fail. Each truth that I have spoken carries my authority, and each promise is a covenant with your soul. You may not always see the fulfillment immediately, but time does not bind me as it binds you. What appears delayed is merely the unfolding of a perfect plan, the arrangement of circumstances in a manner that will maximize your good. When you remain faithful to my word, your life becomes a testimony to the enduring power of my promises. My child, know this. When you follow my word, you will not be disappointed at the end. You may face trials, temptations, and moments when the world seems to mock your commitment. But my word will stand as your foundation. Those who cling to it, who allow it to shape their hearts and guide their steps, find that even apparent losses are transformed into gains. Even sorrow is turned into strength, and even challenges become opportunities for growth. Nothing in creation can separate you from the blessings of obedience. When you trust my word, you are safe. When you follow it, you are victorious. When you believe it, you possess a power that overcomes despair, doubt, and fear. My child, consider for a moment the nature of my word. It is eternal, just as I am eternal. It was present before the world was formed, and it will endure long after the stars have ceased to shine. It is pure, unchanging, and flawless. When you receive it, you are not receiving mere advice or human wisdom. You are receiving the very essence of truth, the guidance of the Creator of all things, the source of life itself. Every promise it contains is anchored in my love, and every command is a pathway to joy and fulfillment. To reject my word is to walk in uncertainty. To embrace it is to step into a life of certainty, a life of peace, a life without ultimate disappointment. My child, I see the moments when you doubt, when you question, when the weight of the world tempts you to turn aside. Remember that my word is stronger than your doubts. It is sharper than the fears that seek to bind you. It pierces confusion and illuminates truth. It holds the answers to questions you may not even know how to ask. When you meditate on my word, when you allow it to dwell richly within you, it transforms your mind, shapes your character, and strengthens your spirit. You will find yourself able to resist temptation, to discern what is right, and to act with integrity even when others choose otherwise. My word will become your shield, your refuge, and your guide. My child, hear me when I say this. The blessings of my word are not passive. They require participation. You must read, meditate, and act upon it. You must allow it to penetrate the deepest parts of your being and transform you from within. Obedience to my word is not empty ritual. It is an engagement of your heart, your mind, and your soul with the eternal truths I have given. When you live according to these truths, when you allow them to direct your decisions and guide your interactions, you are building a life that cannot be shaken by the storms of the world. You are creating a foundation that will hold firm in every circumstance. The authority of my word. My child, understand that my word is also a source of power. It carries the authority to change your circumstances, to heal your heart, to bring peace where there was conflict, to restore what was lost, and to provide what you lack. Every time you speak it, every time you declare it, every time you align your thoughts and actions with it, you release this power into your life. The enemy cannot withstand it. The chaos of the world cannot diminish it, and the passage of time cannot erode it. My word is alive, and it works for you when you work with it. You do not wield it as a weapon. You wield it as a conduit of life, a channel of divine authority, a pathway to victory. My child, I want you to consider the many promises contained in my word. They are vast, they are infinite, and they are perfect. They include peace that surpasses understanding, joy that cannot be taken, wisdom that illuminates every choice, protection that guards you in every danger, provision that meets every need, and love that never fails. These promises are not dependent on human effort alone. They are grounded in my faithfulness, my character, and my covenant with you. When you hold on to them, when you trust in them, when you allow them to shape your life, you will never experience ultimate disappointment. Even in moments that seem bleak, my word carries the assurance of triumph, the certainty of restoration, and the reality of blessings. Your anchor in storms. My child, I'm aware of the struggles you face. I know the burdens you carry, the pressures you endure, and the uncertainties that weigh heavily on your heart. Yet my word is your anchor. It is the lifeline that holds you steady when everything around you seems to falter. When fear rises, speak my word. When doubt threatens, meditate on my word. When temptation comes, let my word guide your choices. It is your compass in the wilderness, your light in darkness, your strength when weakness seems to overwhelm. Those who follow my word with sincere hearts find that no trial is too great, no burden too heavy, and no obstacle insurmountable. Do not underestimate the simplicity and the power of obedience. Even small steps taken in alignment with my word can have eternal consequences. A single act of kindness guided by my word can ripple into eternity. A moment of honesty chosen over deceit can change the course of life. A decision to forgive inspired by my word can bring freedom where bondage once reigned. Every choice to follow my guidance builds upon the next, creating a life that is resilient, fruitful, and joyous. The power of my word is not theoretical. It is practical, accessible, and transformative. Eternal rewards. My child, understand that the rewards of following my word extend beyond the material and temporal. They touch the deepest parts of your being, bringing a sense of fulfillment that the world cannot offer. They bring clarity in confusion, courage in fear, peace in chaos, and joy in sorrow. Those who live according to my word experience a depth of life that is profound, a richness of spirit that cannot be measured by earthly standards. When you remain faithful, you discover that life in its truest sense is not about possessions, recognition, or fleeting success. It is about alignment with me, the Creator, the Sustainer, the source of all that is good. My child, the world may promise much, but it cannot guarantee fulfillment. My word guarantees it. When you embrace it, study it, meditate on it, and obey it, you are planting seeds of eternal fruit. These seeds grow in ways that surpass human understanding. They grow quietly, steadily, and powerfully, shaping your character, influencing your relationships, and guiding your destiny. The life that results from following my word is a life of security, joy, and profound contentment. No human disappointment can override the blessings embedded in faithfulness to my word. Mirror to your soul. My child, remember that my word is a mirror to your soul. It reveals truth where there is error, light where there is darkness, and hope where there is despair. When you allow it to penetrate your life, you become more aware of your own thoughts, motives, and intentions. This awareness is not to condemn you, but to liberate you. It guides you to make choices that are life-giving, righteous, and filled with purpose. Following my word consistently brings clarity, transforms character, and fosters a life that is fruitful in ways both visible and invisible. My child, hear me when I say that every promise I've given in my word is dependable. It is not subject to change, fluctuation, or human error. When I say I will provide, I will provide. When I say I will protect, I will protect. When I say I will guide, I will guide. These assurances are anchored in my eternal faithfulness, not in the circumstances of your life. Therefore, even when you face trials that seem insurmountable, hold fast to my word. Let it be the foundation upon which you stand, the refuge to which you run, and the light that never fades. Those who trust and obey will see the fulfillment of every promise in its perfect season. Commitment and investment. My child, I speak to you now to deepen your understanding and your commitment. There will be moments when following my word is challenging. The world may tempt you to compromise, to doubt, or to take shortcuts. Others may ridicule your faithfulness or dismiss the importance of my guidance. Yet, I tell you with certainty that every step you take in obedience to my word is an investment in your life, your soul, and your eternal destiny. Nothing done in alignment with my word is ever wasted. Every act of obedience bears fruit, sometimes immediately, sometimes gradually, but always fully. My child, know that the power of my word is not just in its content, but in its application. It is one thing to read or hear my word. It is another to live it, to breathe it into every action, thought, and decision. Faith without works is incomplete. Obedience is the manifestation of faith, the expression of trust, the tangible evidence that you believe in the authority, power, and goodness of my word. When you act according to my word, you unleash the power of heaven into your life, and you experience realities that surpass what you can imagine.